we're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the 4th of July edition of the Stay Cashin show. I'm joined by the best producer on the planet, Evan Hand. Evan, what up, motherfucker?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm busy. I'm fucking had to record No Mercy Plus all day today, and that's dropping today. We did our thing yesterday. I've been up since 8 a.m. Me and Bill got to watch Stranger Things later. A lot going on today. A lot going on. Bill, are you ready for the Stranger Things marathon?
I am. But I know that No Mercy Plus will not be anything like it was last episode.
When you were on it?
Yeah. Definitely couldn't have been anywhere near as good as this one. I mean,
Impossible. Literally
impossible.
I agree. Absolutely impossible. So we got a lot going on finally, boys. We finally got some shit to talk about today where we don't just have to give bets out. We got a huge UFC card coming up this weekend. I don't know. Is Rackets coming on or no?
He'll be here.
Okay. Rackets will be on with us. We'll talk about that fucking crazy Wimbledon, what's going on over there. Huge UFC card this weekend, pay-per-view card, multiple highline fights. Mike will be on the end of the show to talk through that. We have NBA chaos breaking out that we're going to talk about to start the show. We did our first Twitter Spaces yesterday, Bill Rupp. How did you think it went?
Well, that was awesome. We not only did it go good, we gave out some killer bets on that show. Home run props, first fives, Rackets and Hoffman absolutely scorched it. Mm-hmm. And then if those people who watched actually signed up for the day or to try us out or whatever, I mean, I just hit every live bet possible last night, all the way up until like 1 a.m. So it was like, not only did I hit my regular bets, but I hit a whole bunch of live bets, 5 or 6 in a row. And then everybody else, Hoffman's home run parlays. We were just killing it yesterday. So hopefully a couple people joined up from that, and looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah. I didn't have a good day yesterday because of the Yankees. Thank you very much, Yankees. And that sucked. And then Wimbledon went sideways on me. But live bets, yeah. I mean, we're giving out over 4.5 for the A's. I didn't even put them out as official plays. I just kept telling everyone to bet them. You were putting them out as official plays. But, I mean, we killed the live bets late at night. So that saved my night last night. Wimbledon has been upside down. So in a little bit, we'll get Rackets on here to talk about it. It's been crazy what's going on over there in Wimbledon. So let's talk about the headlines first. We got shit to talk about. Let's get right to it. What do we got?
I guess we'll start with the more low-key one. Kevin Durant asked for a trade from the New Jersey Nets.
Yes. We spoke about this yesterday, Bill. We'll pretend we didn't because a lot of people here didn't hear that. So what is your take on Kevin Durant asking for a trade from the New Jersey Nets?
I mean, he can ask anything he wants. He doesn't have full of whatever he wants to
autonomy
have.
I think autonomy is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, because he doesn't have, he can't just go anywhere he wants. So the Nets can say, all right, we could trade you to the Hornets. If he doesn't like it, tough shit.
Hold on. I got to cut you off. There's a bet right now that we got to put out. It starts in 7 minutes. So that is Red Sox endeavors to get a hit. So I'm combining the two to get the Red Sox off that 150, 160 number. It's actually about plus 105, plus 108, depending on where you're going. Red Sox endeavors to get a hit. 102 right now it's down to on FanDuel. So Red Sox to win, endeavors to get a hit. That game starts at 2:20. We'll be tracking it live on the show. Bill, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, so, I mean, Nets can trade him anywhere they want. But if he wants to leave, you trade him. The Nets did sign Mills and Claxton yesterday to deals. So, it was a little weird if the whole team is basically up for trade. I don't know why you would sign anybody now. I would just wait until you get these guys. But what the Nets do have, Tommy, which not many other teams, I think, in the past, in the history of the NBA have had, I think it's only happened 4 times, if I'm correct, a 29-point score or above scored 29 or 30 points the season before and then was traded the next season. I think Moses Malone might have been the last one. And the Nets have a bounty at their hands. Mm-hmm. They should get, he's the guy's a top 5 player in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, you can argue he's the best player in the NBA. Yeah.
He is locked up for 4 more years. Mm-hmm. You're getting him at his best. Or, slightly
healthy, at least.
Healthy. And you could get anything in the world, picks, money. I mean, it's basically So it's basically like someone I was hearing on TV saying that you have you're playing blackjack, you have kings, right? And you're going up against the dealer's 4 or something.
Right.
The only thing that's going to kill you would be a 5-card 21 because the Nets are stupid. So
they can fuck it up.
They do a fucked up stupid thing, but basically this is free place for you to get your team to where it's got to be in the future, correct?
So that's the exact point I made to you yesterday on the Twitter Spaces in Hoffman, and you guys laughed at me. But the point is that the Nets right now basically could just start over. That's what they're doing. I mean, it's been a disaster.
Well, with
the Harden
Claxton, I don't.
They're making no money. They're making no money. You could sign fucking 18 guys for $50 million nowadays in the NBA. Every single person signing for like $50 million a year. There's money falling out of the sky. So.
I mean, Zion Williamson just signed for about $50 million a year.
Zion hasn't even played in fucking.
He played 80-something games in 3 years. So
he just got $200 million. So I don't even care about money. I don't care about Claxton. I don't care about Mills. They can go get 9 other guys. The Lakers are talking about adding Kyrie and Durant to Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron. How the fuck that could ever even be considered to be spoken about is amazing. But what I am saying with the Nets is the Nets project, the experiment was a disaster. It was a complete disaster from start to finish. Harden experiment, disaster. Durant experiment, disaster. First year, didn't even play. Then came back, barely even sniffed the playoffs, let alone a ring.
It's not the team. It's not Brooklyn. It's the owner.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is right now, the whole experiment's a disaster. Great. Go ship Kyrie. Go ship Durant. Start over. Fuck it up again, because that's what they're going to do. When you were talking about them holding kings, it doesn't matter. The Knicks have proved this throughout their history. If you have stupid owners who sign stupid deals and don't know what they're doing, it doesn't matter how good your players are. They're not going to be happy. It doesn't matter who you get. They're done. The Nets franchise is over.
Yeah, they will have picks. They will have this, but they'll never do anything. I think Durant is going to spread the word, and as people saw what happened there.
Yeah, and then no one will go there.
They basically handed the team to Durant.
Yeah,
correct?
They hired the worst coach ever.
Said, do what you want with this team because I'm a stupid owner and I'm going to let a fucking basketball player run my team who doesn't know what he's doing.
That's worked well for the Lakers.
Complete head case. And obviously that didn't work, and now Durant wants to get out of the mess that he made.
Right. That's my favorite part. LeBron was pissed about Westbrook. Meanwhile, he wanted Westbrook. LeBron's quitting last year. He built that team. He's firing coaches. He hired those coaches. Durant's doing the same thing. The bottom line is these guys are not talent scouts. There's a reason why almost every single very good NBA player has made a horrible coach. Horrible. Every one of them has been a horrible coach when they've tried, from Larry Bird on down. None of the great coaches in any of sports really are usually superstar players anywhere. I mean, think of a sport and think of a superstar player who ended up being a good coach. A lot of them have tried. They've all failed because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So everyone's getting $50 million everywhere. The Nets are going to go bring in whoever the fuck they bring in. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Grizzlies fan, so they can suck my dick. And I just
NBA, Tommy, these basketball players now are being coddled from the age of like 8.
They're pussies. They're fucking pussies. Dude, you sign a 7-year contract and you're out in year 2?
Unless you go to like a good college where a coach could put you in your fucking
That's the problem.
And make you tough. Maybe like a Villanova, which doesn't even have that anymore.
Right now, they don't have, you're right.
Or maybe a Duke back in the day, maybe for a little bit.
Bill, if I give you $50 million this year, are you going to give a fuck about anything?
No.
No. It doesn't matter how rich you are. That's too much money. That is too much money. And I'm all up.
Hey, Bill, you're my superstar. I'm going to give you $50 million. I'm also who do you want to come play with us?
Yeah, too much power, too much control.
One of your friends. You want Kyrie? You want this? Oh, yeah, okay, we'll get him. Well, hey, Bill, I thought you said we were going to win a championship if I brought Kyrie, if I brought your buddies.
No, now I'm leaving. It didn't work.
Oh, thanks.
Now you're fucked because you could have gone and got Dame Lillard. You could have gone and done all these things instead of bringing me over, but I'm going to come over, destroy your franchise. LeBron's doing it right now. Wait till LeBron leaves the Lakers. They're going to be in shambles for a decade. Like that's they're going to be.
But they won a championship with them, Tommy. So you can't say.
That was. I mean, listen, it was a bullshit.
Can't say it was a bad experiment. They won a championship.
I mean, LeBron, dude. Right now, if they don't have a good year this year, it was a bad experiment.
They won a championship.
That's great. They're fake ass asterisk COVID championship.
All right, well.
But we all know if there wasn't a 6-month break in the season, where everyone got to rest
The
up.
only play you can
I
only
know
play
they
is
won the championship. I'm telling you that if there wasn't a COVID break, we both agree AD would have been hurt and never would have won a championship, and it
All
wouldn't
right,
have
well, if fucking Kevin Durant's toe is a fucking quarter-inch fucking smaller, he hits that three, and the Nets go to the Eastern Conference.
No, Bill,
And
I
maybe win
understand.
one.
Bill,
You
I'm
can't
telling
say
you.
would have, could have, should have.
Dude, Bill, I'm telling you, I understand it, but he's destroyed the franchise in LA.
Okay, but they won a championship.
Right, you got a champion. No one cares. It's LA. They won championships every year. One
No,
championship.
no,
You think they're
that
happy with
doesn't
that? They got
happen.
100.
That doesn't happen in sports anymore, Tommy.
Bill, it does. LeBron's been in the finals like every year of his career until he got to LA.
He's 38 years old now, 37 years old.
Got a
He's
home
not
run? Get out.
28.
All right, there we go. Durant, home run. First pitch of the game.
He's not 28 years old.
Right. So the bottom line is who knows who the Lakers are going to get. We have, what are these contracts now that are going around, Evan? You had a couple
everyone's getting $50 million a year.
Yeah, everyone. Literally everyone's getting.
While we're talking about money,
Guys, how's their 48 likes? Wake up. Come on. Wake up. What are you doing? Why are you like? I have a giveaway to give to you.
I just did it.
Damn it, Jesus Christ.
I forgot to start the show with Happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yes, it is Happy Bobby Bonilla. Happy 4th of July weekend. 48 likes is not going to have me in a good mood. I'll tell you
I don't
that.
care about 4th of July weekend.
That's
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, Evan.
I don't care about
Blasphemy.
4th of July
Fuckcasted.
because Jenna will be hiding underneath the couch when the fireworks start. I care about Bobby Bonilla Day, who got his 1.2 million today, and Uncle Stevie tweeted that it's his favorite day of the year. And then I tweeted Uncle Stevie back, well, how about you go get us a fucking bat on the Mets and make that your favorite fucking day of the year, fucking Uncle Stevie.
Yeah, they're going to need
And
a
some
bat.
of that fucking money.
Let's stay on topic. Stay on topic. Stay on
Josh
topic.
Bell. Josh Bell. Anyway, Bobby Bonilla, 1.2
No,
million.
not Bobby Bonilla. We don't care about Bobby Bonilla.
He gets this until 2035.
We know. Every year we do the same thing. Everyone knows.
I
Who
want
fucking
to talk.
cares?
I want to talk about it.
Bobby Bonilla is going to get $1 million this year, and he's going to get $1 million next year, and he's going to get $1 million the year after that. Who cares? We know. What do you want to talk about, Bill? What do you want to talk about Bobby Bonilla?
I think.
What? Please enlighten the sports fans who already know everything you're about to say. Please go be Stephen A. Smith and do a whole segment on it right now. Go.
I just want to wish you happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
Great. Can we move past that fuck?
And I want Uncle Stevie to get Josh Bell.
Okay, we're talking basketball. So all these contracts are going out. Everyone's signing for everything. The Knicks just made a horrible decision with Brunson.
It's not a horrible decision at all.
Horrible.
You're so stupid. I mean, you're the dumbest person in the world.
Why?
Tommy? Because he's not a superstar. He's
Sucks.
not a superstar, Tommy.
Because you have a point guard that can't
every
pass.
player to be a superstar.
You just got a point guard that can't pass for $100 million.
Tommy, you have to fucking get it's free agency.
Knicks.
You pay up for everyone in free agency.
Great. Now you have
Are
less
any
money.
of these guys, is Zion worth $250 million?
Not at all.
So I'll pay $100 million for a starting point guard who came from your school, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I love him.
Wasn't he one of these players we were just talking about?
Not worth
He's
anything, though.
well-coached.
Not
He's
worth anything.
well-coached.
He was decent at Nova. That's the extent of
mentally
it.
there. He's fucking good on the team. He's never going to be a superstar.
Dude, he's a ball hog.
He's never going to be a superstar. But if he can help these younger...
Bill, you got to build. Oh, dude, the number one thing to succeed in the NBA is you have to have long wings, right? You have to have big wings. You have to have that Durant-type player, LeBron when he's at his peak, or you have to have killer shooters, which Brunson isn't, or you have to have great facilitators, which Brunson is none of those. And he can't defend. He's a waste of space. He's literally going to get 18 points a game. He's going to average 4 assists. He's going to hog the ball, shoot 42%, and take $100 million off the cap. And now you already got fucking RJ Barrett, who's a secondary player, is fine. The Knicks need to be going signing someone bigger than Jalen fucking Brunson. I mean, come on, dude. You're in the fucking Garden. Jalen Brunson, and then you fucked up the whole draft. You fucked up the last draft. That team's a disaster. The Knicks are a disaster.
So are the Nets.
No, Nets are a complete disaster, right? But the Nets were always a disaster. The Nets were never expected to be
So
good.
were the Knicks. They've been a disaster for fucking 25 years.
Because of Allen Houston and Stephon Marbury. That 2-year period, they signed 3 of the worst
And
contracts.
the Nets make the worst free agent moves in the
Why are you
history of the
comparing
NBA.
the Knicks to the Nets? That's like comparing the Giants to the Jets.
Because I'm
Who cares
comparing,
about the Jets?
you're talking about my team, so I'm talking about yours.
Your team is supposed to be the fucking Mecca and they're supposed to be up there with the Lakers.
Tommy, they haven't been good in 25 years.
It doesn't matter. Evan,
They had one good season.
Evan, can you compare the Knicks? We're not talking about how good they've been. We're talking about expectation. Can you compare the Knicks to the
When
Nets?
have the Knicks ever had high expectations?
Let me ask Evan.
When have
the
they
Knicks
had
to
high
the Nets?
expectations?
When have they had high expectations?
Yeah,
Before the season when you and Hoffman told me they were going to be a 3 seed?
those were
did happen.
Hoffman and
This did
On
mine.
this
happen.
show right here?
Those were Hoffman and mine expectations.
That
not
was the
realistic-
world. Stephen A. Smith.
Not
New York,
realistic
stand up.
expectations.
New York, stand up. New York, stand up. Remember
Bro,
Stephen A. Smith?
it's like the Yankees every year when everyone's cheering for the
The
Yankees.
Yankees
They
do
playoffs,
well.
they lose. They don't
The
win
Yankees-
championships.
I'm the reason who told you that. You're the one who wanted Boone back, and I told you, no, we can't win a
Oh,
championship.
I wanted Boone back. Okay.
You love
I
Boone.
said that they're getting Boone back 100%.
You did, and then you said it's not Boone's
And then you
fault
said you
on
weren't
this
gonna be a
show.
Yankee fan anymore. if he
On
came
this
back.
show, you said it's not Boone's fault.
I can
And
look
you
it up.
said you're not going to be a Yankee
You
fan.
can look it up.
On
Go,
the
please.
show. On the show, you said you won't be a Yankee fan. You're wearing a fucking Yankee hat.
Wrong.
And you bet them every fucking day.
Wrong. I never turned in my
You know, I
strike.
know it's wrong. Stop betting the Yankees against Houston.
That's
Please.
what I need to. I will do
Because
that.
you're making a mockery of yourself with that.
That's what I will do. And you stop betting the Mets first year.
Please.
All right.
Stop it.
The
That's
what
a
I
friend.
will say is I said I may turn my stripes in, and I came on this
No,
show.
you didn't. You said
Bill,
you were
Bill,
not.
it's all on the fucking
You
show.
said you're done as a Yankee fan.
No, I
I
did
think-
not.
I
I said
think
I'm
you
not
may
going
have.
to root for
You may
them.
have.
Tommy?
I said I'm not going to root for them.
Okay, well, we'll look this up. We'll get back to you.
I'll find out. Just ask
Okay.
the chat. The whole fucking
All
chat
right,
knows.
let's get on with the show, but we'll find out.
Spread false lies and propaganda.
Okay.
What's
we'll
going on
find
with
out.
Bagley?
If I'm
Evan?
wrong, I'll say I'm wrong.
What's going on with Bagley, Evan?
Not Bagley, Miles Bridges, actually.
Bridges, my bad.
Yeah, he is quite possibly one of the biggest pieces of shit.
Bagley just signed a big deal, right? That's why I had Bagley on my brain. $37 million or something.
Gotcha.
I think he signed with the Pistons or something. Go on.
Anyway, Bagley, or not Bagley. Now you got me fucked up. Miles Bridges. His son was on a FaceTime with someone who I'm assuming like a stepmother or whatever it may be.
All that.
And just completely was like, yeah, I saw dad choke out mom yesterday. And the kid is just like, so lackadaisical about it.
FaceTime was weird, man. I didn't like that FaceTime. That FaceTime seemed manipulated. Now, keep in mind, 100% think he's a piece of shit if he did it. 100% believe he did it because NBA players are all pieces of shit and they all beat their wives. So that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is that conversation. Bill, you've seen a lot of serial killer movies, right? When they take the kid in the confession room and the cops manipulate them to get them to say what they want. That lady on that phone knew what she wanted to get that kid to say because the questions she was asking were really fucking weird. So where's mommy's phone? Daddy threw it out the window. Where's mommy's shoe? Daddy threw that out the window too. Like, where are you asking that question? When would you ask a kid if he says daddy just hit mommy or choked mommy, where's the shoe? Because you knew she called you and said he threw my shoe out the window, he threw my phone out the window, he choked me. And that kid sounded coached. Like that. That's the only thing that's weird. So I'm not jumping to that video yet. And I don't think anyone else should either. Because if you could find me one person, Bill, who would ask a child who said, daddy just choked mommy, where's her phone and where's her shoe? Why would a 3-year-old know where mommy's phone is? Why would a 3-year-old know where mommy's shoe is? Unless you knew that he threw it out the window.
I don't know. Listen, I'm just going by the Instagram photos of her attack.
All that is true. I'm not talking about the attack. The
So
attack is real,
she-
but the kid was the weird part.
I mean, whatever. I mean, that's just trying to get added evidence, whatever.
Yeah, that seemed like it was for
And
court.
then people are saying, oh, he should never play basketball again. He should never play basketball again. He should be in fucking jail.
Right, exactly. You shouldn't have the option to play basketball again.
Fuck is his problem, bro? Fucking hitting women. Hit
Well, the whole fucking league hits
hit
women.
a man, you fucking pussy.
The whole league hits women. They're fucking all pieces of shit. I wish people would just stop.
Bro, and then you guys are like, what the fuck, bro? He's like, oh, because a guy can score a fucking basket, you're giving him $200 million, and he's like, don't you do some background checks on these people? When we get jobs, they can put us through background checks, right? If you have a fucking arrest for drugs, they won't hire you anywhere because you had a drug problem when you were 20.
Right.
You know, these fucking guys are the most awfulest people in the fucking world, bro.
Yeah.
They're fucking scumbags.
Listen, I know so many
fucking coaches get their fucking their juvenile records pushed under the rug so that they can go to these schools. They shouldn't even be in these schools, bro. This is I
went to Villanova. You think one player there should have been there? You think Tim Thomas should have been at Villanova?
You're talking about that fucking woman from fucking Full House who got her kids into the school for lying?
Genius.
These fucking coaches and everything should be the ones in jail. They're getting fucking rapists and murderers in these colleges.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then we're paying them $200 million.
Yeah. And then we expect them to fucking produce on the field. You come from the hood, you go get $50 million, you don't have any college. I mean, listen, if you talk to anyone about college, the first thing they'll tell you is the most important thing about college is not what you learned. You don't learn shit, right? But the most important thing about college is what? Getting life experience, growing up, like branching out, getting outside your little bubble. Would you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
So if these kids don't come from the hood where they were fucking 7 feet tall and everyone worshipped them and they were gods, best high school player in New Jersey and South Carolina or whatever they were, and then they go to college for a year, don't even go to class. Tim Thomas didn't go to class once, didn't do anything. He knew he was one and done. He walked in, he came from Patterson Catholic. He was broke, walked into school with 3 different black Denali's, 3 of the same car, 3 black Denali's he had, okay? Different rims on all 3 of them. So he knew that. So now he's entitled even more. He knows he can beat the system, goes to the NBA, gets a bunch of money, stops fucking caring about everything. Why do you think these guys stop caring? Dude, if I made $50 million this year, you think I'd be sitting here right now? Yeah. You're out of your fucking mind. There's no fucking way. I love you guys, but there's no fucking chance. Money corrupts absolutely. You cannot give 24-year-old kids $250 million for not even playing for the last year and a half. Zion hasn't even fucking played. He's been one of the biggest busts in NBA history. One of the biggest busts in NBA history right now. If he doesn't have a good next few years, he's one of the biggest busts ever because he went ahead of Ja Morant. That would be he'll be Sam Bowie if he has another injury. But give him $250 million. Give Deshaun Watson $200 million after raping 25 masseuses. And then let's suspend them for 6 games. It's fucking gone, dude. The fucking leagues are done. Millennials have fucked up this world, and Gen Z's just taking it to another level. Sports are fucking done. So I don't care who you fucked, who you hit, who you raped. I don't care anymore. Yeah, you are now just a figment of my entertainment. Go fucking play your game. Be a piece of shit because everyone else is. So why pick and choose?
Why should we care when the NFL obviously doesn't care? They care more about their sport. They care more about this. The NFL, I told Tommy, they just hired a person to be in charge of gambling and efficiency in the NFL. So basically this person is hired by the NFL to look for cheating that's going on in gambling.
They're fucking fixing games.
Yeah. So so if you hire somebody to look into cheating that's going on in the NFL,
there's cheating going on
already because we know nobody in the world
nobody's doing
proactive.
That. You're not hiring a private investigator.
You know, they don't put a cop on the corner of Irving Turner Boulevard and Market Street until after there's a murder.
I robbed a bank. There was no cops in that bank until the day after it was robbed. Then it was flooded with cops. Okay? You don't hire a private investigator to investigate your wife unless you think she's cheating. There's no way they get that fucking thing. And they already had instances, going on. But of course they're fixing games. They found out about it, and now they're trying to stop it before it goes public. They're trying to squash it and do their due diligence. It's just sports are shit. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're going to make money on them. We're still going to watch them. Like, we're still going to do it. I mean, listen, the football season was one of the worst football seasons I've ever seen. I mean, literally everyone on Twitter was like, these games are boring. We were watching movies on Thursday night at times. But we're going to watch the whole thing. We're going to get jacked up for it because we're suckers. But the reality is these sports eventually are going to fall apart, Bill, because the younger generation is not as addicted to sports as we are. If you look at our chat, I always thought our chat was like 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds like a year or two ago. And then we did our survey in the chat. The whole fucking chat's 35, right? Like the younger generation's not going to follow this shit anymore.
You said it the other day in baseball, they don't practice, right?
No one practices.
They don't practice in football anymore either.
Don't practice anywhere anymore.
They don't. It's against league rules to have like 2 days.
They're putting in rules to make sure you don't work guys too hard.
Remember we saw something on TV the other day with that fucking weird helmet they were wearing? They don't even wear helmets in practice. They wear like a foam thing.
What was that foam thing? I didn't even know.
They've been doing that for a while.
They're afraid a ball might hit him in the head?
It was like the helmet without the plastic
the
on
sponge,
it.
like the fucking Don Beebe helmet.
It's like, when it was the stuff, it's inside the helmet. See, remember? It was just that.
Yeah, it was on the outside.
Yeah, it was the stuff on the inside, on the outside. So stupid.
They're such pussies. They're such fucking pussies. All these, and listen, I'm telling you, Bill, I've said it all the time. People don't want to listen. That's millennial culture. I said it on SiriusXM 6 years ago with Jeff Mans. I'll never forget the show. I said, guys, get ready. The millennials have invaded sports. You're about to see sports change. Millennials have invaded sports. And if you take a prima donna pussy generation and now you put them in the alpha positions of athlete, it's going to pussify the sport. They get hurt. They hurt their pinky. Everyone's a pussy. No one wants to practice. They're making too much money. We sound like old men. I know. But go watch one of the fucking Jordan documentaries or the Bad Boys Pistons documentaries. Go watch an old documentary. Go watch the fucking... You'll see a different game. You'll see a better product. Maybe they're not as good as shooters and dribblers and they can't do as athletic of things, but you'll see guys who give a fuck and guys who care. Like someone in the chat just wrote, Liv. But Liv's already shutting down the PGA. Why? Money. It's all money. These guys all want money. Jordan made $500,000 his first year. $500,000. That's what Michael Jordan got. Michael fucking Jordan made $20 million in his first 8 years in the NBA.
If Michael Jordan didn't have like that shoe deal, he'd be fucking like broke. He'd be working.
Well, I mean, he got a big payday in the second.
Yeah, at the end, but nowhere near what he.
No, his first 8 years, I think he made like 20 million, 18 million, or something like that. He made $500,000 his first contract.
With his gambling problems and shit, that money's all gone.
Well, I mean, his dad's gone because of that. Anything else here that you want to talk about on the headlines front before we get to some bets?
This is super quick, but you remember the Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban little drama we had going on a couple months ago?
That's going to blow up.
Yeah, so there was a video that came out yesterday or a couple days ago where they were showing recruits around the Texas A&M stadium, and obviously a current player was showing them around, and he was like, you see those booths up there? You come play here. Those guys will pay you a lot of money. So,
of course.
Listen, not really wrong.
I'm not saying I know the people who pay them. I know people who've taken the bag and met at a lake. I know the people personally. Personally, I could call them up right now and have them tell you that so it's not even a question that goes on, right? Like, we know that's going on. And people need to understand what's happening now is now you're getting the coaches getting on the hot seats and they're starting to call out each other. Yeah. That's when the factions fall, Bill. When you start to get the people from the inside making little jokes and jabs, and then the jabs come personal. You're going to see some major shit go on with the NCAA over the next couple of years. This Saban thing is probably the tip of the iceberg because now it's going to be that.
We see it every fucking draft. These guys come to the draft in like suits that cost $3,000. They were custom made with the guy had the jersey inside his suit, and then they fucking have
bling on everywhere. They're nice stuff.
Yeah, and fucking watches that are worth a fucking trailer house in fucking Arkansas. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We all know it. We see it happen. You didn't even get paid yet. How are you wearing this?
then they go say they rent it.
Tommy,
how much that shit cost to rent?
No one says anything.
Yeah, no one says a word. It's just it's all theater at this point.
Yeah, the irony.
Let's do this. Go on.
Just the irony in that situation is that's what Nick Saban was saying, and Jimbo denied it to a T. So
yeah. Listen, where there's smoke, there's fire. The second one coach says something. Throw the flyer up real quick. Big promotion for you guys who want to get involved. 4th of July weekend. We're going to get to the free bets right now. It is 4th of July weekend. We do a huge promo every 4th of July, whether it's this company or my last company. We have a monster one. Obviously, this isn't the most optimal time to be betting on sports. Basketball's done. Hockey's done. But our company has specialists in UFC. You just saw the tennis guy pop on. We have specialists in esports, every sport. Price Wallace in here for PGA. I don't know what that background noise is. Hit the mute button, Rackets.
I got him.
But we have all of it. NASCAR, Bill Rupp. We kill every sport. We have specialists in every sport. We don't just shut down and wait for football. Baseball's been tough, and we've been doing great with everything else that's been going on. So get involved right now. You're getting 1 month free. Okay, so we're going to take you to football season right now. This is buy July, get August free.
No.
Yes. Buy July, get August free. This comes out to less than $2 a day. It's almost like $1.50 a day. Okay. No. This deal is insane. It is going on for this weekend. So get in there now. Huge UFC card tomorrow. Live bet. Bill Rupp's live bets alone will pay off your whole entire subscription. The kid's on fucking fire with the live bets right now. Get in there. Come fuck. Take advantage of it now before you eat a bunch of hot dogs and forget and we pull it down. By July, get August free. And then guess what? When your subscription's over, boom, it's football season and we're there. We're at the finish line. So get in now. Promo code July4. 4deepbets.com. Promo code July4. That is it. Rackets, what up, motherfucker?
What's up, Tommy G? How you doing, dude?
I'd be doing better if fucking Sakari didn't fucking just lose her mind and every tennis Isner didn't show up. I mean, Isner wasn't your fault. That was my bet. But, I mean,
Sinner's got a tell on him. Sinner's got a tell on Isner, man. I said it. Pensac DM'd me last night. It was asking about Isner. The last match that they played, it was on a hard court, and Sinner went 6-2, 6-0 on Isner. Now, Isner does not get bageled, right? So there's definitely is a tell there that he got double broke in the first set and then triple broke in the second set. So I said that to Pensac last night. I'm like, Isner's cheap, but everybody's going to be on him. Don't play him because it's just a negative matchup. There's something there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's reading the serve toss. I don't know if it's where he's standing. There's a tell somewhere.
Yeah. He was jumping his serve a lot because with Isner, you have to pick a side, right? Like you can't just stand there. He's going to blow it past you. So you got to try and jump the center line or jump the sideline. And I would say 30% of the times he got it right, which usually it doesn't matter if you get it right. You're still getting smoked. But
you're still getting smoked.
He was there in position, like 1 out of every 3 serves. It was pretty insane.
Yeah, and I mentioned it again this morning in the chat, and I even DM'd Pensac back. I'm like, dude, I told you. I'm like, first set center, 6-4. I'm like, he got him again. I'm like, I don't know what it is, man, but in the straight, and I asked what the straight sets was at that point. It was only plus 110. I'm like, see, the books are even catching on. I'm like, I don't want no part of that. Just because there's no value there, he could easily win a tiebreaker, but there's something there to where Sinner against Isner, he knows where he's serving, and at that point, once he gets in the rally, Sinner's going to beat him every time.
Yeah, that was a bad one for me. Sakari chokes minus 700. Been a crazy Wimbledon. But what do you like right now? Because we'll talk some baseball too while you're on here, Rackets. But what do you like from Wimbledon? Is there anything left today? Is pretty much everything done, or this weekend, or futures? Where Alcaraz looks fucking amazing.
That's my guy, dude. So Alcaraz, everybody said he couldn't play on grass. Whatever,
He can play anywhere. He's a fucking
exactly. The first match he looked a little shaky, but it was a lot of him getting his footing and just reading the bounces off the grass, because you're not going to get a true bounce off of on a hard court, and you're not going to get the slow bounce off the clay to where you can react to it. So you got to learn where the ball is bouncing, how it's going to bounce, whatever. Once he got his footing and his range down, it's just tennis at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not complicated. Like the guy knows how to play fucking great tennis. So once you're in the rally, he's going to win almost every fucking time. The rest of today is a lot of doubles, so I don't really have any plays. We went 3-1 on the morning. Kerber and Sakari cost us the 1 parlay, but tomorrow I do have 3 plays. They're already listed. I'm sure they're on the sheet already. I can't look while I'm on the thing, but it's.
I can read it for you. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me just pull up the sheet here while we do that. So, so you got Katie Bolter and Jack Sock. Is that for tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. All 3 of these are tomorrow morning. Yep. Okay, Katie Bolter, she has played really well on the grass. She gets a nice matchup with Harmony Tan tomorrow. Your favorite girl.
Yeah.
Bolter has been awesome. Like we didn't see too much of her during the clay season. She's really underrated in DFS. We've been getting her at 5 and 6K every fucking game, every match. She's really good. She can play on the grass. I expect her to win in straight sets. And then Jack Sock, he played really well against who was it yesterday that you had
Cressy.
Yeah, Cressy.
That was another heartbreaker, right? Cressy yesterday, I think you had him in a play, I had him in a play. He fucking fell apart in the first 2 sets. Then they stopped play, So coming in today, everyone was writing him off. I hit him plus 450 because I was like, you know what? You know how it is, Rackets. When you get that long break, you know, the reset, especially if you get a night to sleep and wake up and recover from it. Cressy came out and skull fucked him in the third set. Like it was 4-1.
Which is what I told you yesterday in the chat. I said he's going to take at least one. The pregame total or the pre-match total on that was 42.5. Mm-hmm. I was going to take the over on it, but that's just really high. Like you can't hit an over 42.5.
Dude, Rackets, he served and then he was up 5-4 and 6-5 serving for the set. And he fucking blew both and then got skunked in the tiebreak. It was like he just melted down, dude. He was yelling at the crowd like something happened. Sock got in his head at some point, and he just couldn't get out of it with a huge lead. He moved to a favorite in the middle of that third set. We were just waiting for him to close out the fourth and then just go hedge in the fifth because we had plus 450 and we hit him live. But I went and took a shit, came back, and he melted down. But, Jack Sock looked good. And Jack Sock's wife.
Laura Little Sock. Laura Little Sock.
You need to Google Laura Little Sock. Faux show. Miss North Carolina 2019 is a fucking flamethrower.
Oh my god!
So
yeah,
she's not.
You
even
guys thought I was fucking around. You guys thought I was fucking around with her name. I'm like, her name cracks me up, dude.
Laura Little Sock. She's her name is Laura Little, and she married Jake Sock, so she's Laura Little Sock, Evan. But, yeah, she's a flamethrower. You also have here Krejcikova.
Yeah, Barbara Krejcikova, minus 128, I think it is tomorrow.
Yes,
she's playing some really good tennis, man. The line's a little. It should be like minus 150. There's a little bit of value there, but I just think she wins the match.
Okay. Red Sox just did something big. Did they have the bases loaded there before that double bill, Rupp? Yes, they did. Get in there. Let's go. 4-0 Red Sox. There we go. Thumping. Samson.
Let's go.
Thumping Samson. Fuck you. Let's go. Your last bet here is, obviously, Kyrgios.
King Kyrgios, baby. Let's go. He looked fucking great in the last match.
How's he minus 130 against anyone?
Because it's Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas is getting a little bit of respect, but they got a little bit of beef going on them too. And Kyrgios does not like him too much. It's not to the level of Casper Ruud, but he don't like Steph. So in Kyrgios's last match, 50 winners to 10 unforced errors.
He looks so good right now. He's so locked in. That's why they keep talking about fucking Alcaraz winning like fucking 20 Wimbledon, 20 titles, 20 majors and all. It's like, dude, if Kyrgios can get his shit together and hang around for a while, he's going to fucking cause some problems. He's going to win a lot of majors if he could ever fucking get his head right. I think
if he actually wants to play,
Yeah, I think he needs to get that, some of these guys, once they have that epic win, if he were to win Wimbledon this year, I think that would be something that maybe sets him right.
And here's something actually you don't see too often. So he had a girlfriend. This was around the Australian Open time, I think. He had a different girl, and he was like, I don't know if they were engaged or whatever, but they ended up breaking up, and he started dating this new chick, like almost right after. And at first I was like, oh shit, here he goes. He's just kind of, just whatever. He's just kind of pissing away whatever he's doing. His new girl has actually like gotten him motivated to play some fucking tennis, and he came out and actually played. You, man. Dude, and he's taken it a lot more serious in the last couple months, and it shows. He looks really, really good.
Dude, a good woman will help you a lot in your career until she inevitably, which they all do, turns into a cunt and then destroys your career. So I like every new relationship. You can't be bad in the first couple years, right? 3 years from now, once she cheats on him and fucking destroys him, it'll be shit for 2 years. I should give a little update here. The Nightghost, coming off a monster win yesterday. Nightghost is back. NHL is over. He's fucking attacking. I think he went 6-1 yesterday in baseball with the overs. Went back to the same game. He just nailed the Red Sox over. What's that?
Nightghost didn't bet yesterday.
Or 29th. The 29th. Sorry, he was with his daughter yesterday. So on the 29th, the last day he bet, he was 6-1. He's got the Cubs over 7.5. It's 4-0 in the second inning. He's got another live bet plus 230 on that. He's got the Red Sox team total 3.5. That hit. Red Sox 2.5, that hit. Red Sox 3.5, that hit. We got a lot going on right now. We have the Red Sox with Devers. So one game today. It's getting started. 1 month free. 4dbets.com. Promo code July 4. What are we looking at for baseball today, Bill Rupp? What do you like?
A lot has to do with the lineups. They're coming out slowly. Acuna's in the lineup today. So the Braves have him.
Braves are going to crush.
Yeah, I'm looking at their team total. Definitely. Not going to put the Braves in any parlay themselves because I don't like 275. But I do like their team total. I'm going to have some parlays with a couple other team totals. maybe the Yankees. Cardinals, I'm waiting for a lineup. I don't know if anyone's seen that yet.
Let me see if they have a lineup out. What are you looking for? Cardinals, you said?
Yeah. Nothing yet that I see.
Cardinals, no, not yet. Not yet. Keep in mind, in that game, I love the Cardinals team total. So waiting on a lineup there with Bill. If we get the right lineup with, Edmund, Goldschmidt, Arenado, and the right guys in there, 92 degrees, 13-mile-per-hour wind going out, Bailey Falter, lefty on the other side, going against literally possibly 8, maybe 9 righties.
Cardinals kill lefties.
Cardinals will
targeting that. Yeah, I've been targeting. Oh, Rackets is sideways now.
Rackets is sideways, going full Constantino.
No, I'm trying to look at the. Hold on, I'm trying to look at the. There we go. I'm trying to look at FanDuel to see if I have any baseball bets.
Here's my question, Rackets and Bill. Why is that line minus 140 with Nicholas on the mound? Why is it only 140?
I don't know. I like Michaelis today too.
I don't understand that line.
Yeah, I don't know. The Phillies lineup is out. Cardinals lineup isn't out. Maybe somebody's out for the Cardinals.
And you could take fucking 2 guys out. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I won't bet them without Arenado and
I mean, obviously, Arenado and Goldschmidt need to be in, but
yeah. So I'm looking at the first 5 there.
with no Harper.
But I mean, I would never bet the Phillies anyway. But I'm looking at the first 5 Cardinals also. But again, it's all in the lineup. So if Goldschmidt is out or Arenado's out, I wouldn't even play it. So I can't even put that out yet.
I'm putting it out. Do you know why, Bill? Go on.
Their team total with Atlanta's team total is like one of my favorite plays today.
Yeah, see, the thing here is I'm putting it out regardless just because of what I'm seeing with the Philly lineup. I know we have the better pitcher. I'm looking at this Philly lineup, and holy fuck, it's disgusting. Did you see this Philadelphia lineup, Bill?
Yeah, I mean, Hall is, I don't even know who that is.
He's nothing special. But I mean, if you look at this lineup, I mean, you're literally looking at Schwarber, Hoskins, Castellanos. Awesome. Derek Hall batting 4th, Didi Gregorius, who's pretty much trash now. Bryson Stott, Garrett Stubbs, Matt Vierling, and Mickey Moniak is the end of that lineup. I mean,
what?
Yeah, that is not a good lineup and not a good pitcher. I mean, what are we doing here, Phillies? So I'm comfortable with St. Louis no matter what they put out as lineup. That's pretty bad. That's a bad lineup right there.
No, I like Michaelis today.
Yeah, I like Michaelis. Let me just see.
The only other play I have is New York parlay, like the Yankees and the Mets. Minus 200 on both. Take it.
Love the Yankees. So they're missing. Philly is missing Bryce Harper, Segura, Matone is out. Real Muto is not in the lineup today. Bohm is not in the lineup today, and then obviously Odubel, and you get some shitty players beyond that. But Segura's on the IL, Bryce Harper's on the IL, as we know. But no Real Muto and no Bohm to a lineup that's already no bueno. Have fun. Yeah, go nuts with that. Hall's been, I mean, pretty good in the fucking 2 games he played. I think he had 2 hits the other day, but I think he homered twice actually the other day. But who the fuck is that? Get out of here. What else you like, Bill?
I just jumped on the Red Sox. They had no outs. Now they're 3 outs. They didn't get that other run in. So 7.5 I had. Now the 7.5 is plus 110, and the 6.5 is minus 160. So I'm on both of those.
All right, Rackets. What are you looking at earlier here?
I just got Yankees and Mets parlayed that together. I think it's like plus 100 or minus 102 or some shit.
All right. Anyone have a take on this Toronto game coming up at 3:08?
I like the Rays a little bit.
Yeah. Wow, you haven't bet the Rays in a while. You used to bet them every day last year.
I haven't. The line just looks bad for it. I think it's just the Rays are only like plus 120.
Okay. I went to Pittsburgh yesterday. I don't have anything on that Toronto game.
That was a great call, Tommy. Like I said, if I had to pick a side, I was on that side with you. It's just scary betting the Pirates, but they pretty much dominated that whole game.
Yeah, it was. They play good against good teams, man. I mean, they're one of the most profitable. They are by far the most profitable team, 2 times more profitable than any other team in all of baseball against teams with a 60% winning percentage. So, I mean, if you really just sit and take Pittsburgh every time they play a good team, they're usually plus 200, plus 220. I mean, if you just consistently took them every day, you'd be up a fucking $1 million. So, and they don't win any other games. They don't beat bad teams. They only beat good teams. So I actually might be going back to the well today. The thing I like about Pittsburgh today is Corbin Burns is great. Obviously, he's going to, do his thing. Pittsburgh isn't an extremely high strikeout team, but you can get like plus 2.5 and 3.5 runs on this game, Bill, with Pittsburgh. Whenever I can get a team at home where the only real advantage of the other team is the starting pitcher. I mean, you can get right now plus 3.5 minus 290 if you want to put in a parlay. Plus 2.5 is minus 170. That's when are you getting 2.5 runs at plus 170 at home against a team who really has killed other teams? And Bill, you know better than anyone, Milwaukee's offense just disappears sometimes.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, they always screw me. Had the wrong team total yesterday over 2.5 or 3.5 that hit, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so some bad live lines yesterday that they were popping out. Marlins, Washington. I don't know if you guys have any interest there.
No.
Nah.
Not really. All right, Mets. I agree with you guys. I'm staying away from the Mets today. I know, Bill, you're probably on the Mets too.
I'm not on the Mets today.
All right, yeah, I'm staying away from the Mets because, I think they got smacked pretty hard twice by Houston. So I want to see if that swag's still there. I think Houston.
I gotta see them win a couple again.
Yeah, I think Houston might have smacked the swag out of them. But
yesterday, Bill, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah. Bill ain't betting anyone who lost 2 in a row.
I'm good. I'm good till they lose 7 in a row. I'm back on the Mets.
Hey, listen, no problem with that. I mean, that's the Mets is the bet. I'm not going to bet against them. It's Texas, right? It's a good get-right series going against Texas at home. Detroit, Kansas City, probably nothing, right? Arizona, Colorado, we'll do that live. Astros. I think we could be in a letdown spot here for the Astros. I don't think I'm touching them today.
I don't. I think the Astros win. Waiting on lineups again to see what's going on. If one of those other guys is out with Alvarez, then I won't touch them. But at 165, I like the Astros, barring everybody's in except for Alvarez.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that game. Rackets, what do you think of the Astros?
If I had to bet it, I would bet the Astros, but I'm not touching it.
Yeah, gun to my head, I would bet the Astros. I mean, you're talking about there's a lot of bad things lining up in this game. Just Trappy McTrapperson. You're talking about Javier, who's coming off a 115 pitch outing. That's his first time he went over 95 pitches all year, let alone 100. So he threw 25 more pitches than he has all year, or 20 more pitches in his last start. Threw a no-hitter against the Yankees through 7 with 13 Ks. Coming back home, coming off that start, no Alvarez. They're minus 170, which seems insane in this matchup. I feel like the Angels suck. They should be minus 250. They just really did work to the Yankees and the Mets. If there's ever a letdown spot, I feel it's this one. And if there's ever a spot you may sit some guys, it's probably this one. So, Bill, I'm going to let you ride solo on that, but you've been so hot. Doesn't matter. Anything you touch lights up.
I got to wait till lineups. But, yep, I think Lorenz sucks. I should be able to tag him for at least 3 or 4 runs easily.
Yeah, I'm just that's more of an emotional opposite side of the Mets thing. Dodgers, Padres. It's always fun games, Dodgers versus Padres. Any interest here? Gonsolin versus Snell. Snell sucks, man, but he's a lefty.
Snell sucks.
He's a lefty, though. Lefty versus the Dodgers. What do you fucking bet the Dodgers versus lefty?
Gonsolin's been really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we go under on that game if we do anything.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it a little bit yesterday with the Padres. I thought the lower scoring game would favor them, but I thought Musgrove was going to deal, and he didn't pitch bad, but they just couldn't push. They would have needed 4 runs to fucking win that game.
Mm-hmm. Bill, what do you think of this?
I think the Dodgers kill him today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the lefty, I know Snell's terrible, so he's not like a normal.
Yeah, he's not normal.
Yeah.
He's just garbage. I mean, Gonsolin's their best pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the guy's Cy Young, right?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been fantastic. Yeah, there's no argument there. Yeah.
He's got to be the Cy Young leader right now.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you want to give me the Cy Young, I think the guy's got a 1.5 ERA.
Yeah, there's no argument.
10-0. I mean, that's crazy. You want to give me that starter? I mean, that's all day long. I get the Dodgers under 200. I don't care if it's not a good lefty. Snell is fucking garbage.
I mean, I've been making.
Snell has given up 4.424 on his last few. The Dodgers put up 4 or 5 easily against him. Coming off, Dodgers go up early, stay ahead. That's all that Gonsolin's going to need. You give him a 4-run start, 3 or 4 runs right out of the gate, it's over.
Yeah. Hoffman said in the chat this morning, time to start keying everything to Izzy Adesanya. I love this. We'll have Mike on in a second here. I love Izzy Adesanya. I'm going to pair him with the Mariners. I really like the Mariners. They're minus 190 right now. Pair him with Izzy, who's minus like 450, 500, depending on the site you're looking at. You get it down to like 120. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to take minus 115 here on Israel Adesanya and the Mariners money line. Just keep betting against the A's, guys. They're fucking terrible. Like this.
Yeah, they're bad.
I would do team totals in that, or maybe some live bets. I don't know. Seattle's not good either. We saw yesterday.
They won like 9 of their last 11, dude. They're hot right now.
And they haven't beaten
hot, man.
And then and the A's scored against them yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, but when did they score though? They scored late, right? Like they had, they got 1 3-run homer.
The score was 8-6. So.
Well, I know we watched it. I mean, Gilbert looked terrible the whole game. They got 1 3-run homer. Couldn't even do anything.
4 runs through 5. That was pretty good.
Right, no, but it literally was a 1 inning. I mean, we watched it, and Gilbert should have given up 12. He was horrible yesterday. So, the A's suck. The A's are trash. Just bet against the A's.
I mean, so all right. So these are the teams they've beaten. They just beat the A's. They beat the Orioles, who we all.
Hey.
And you have a different opinion about that one. The Angels, the A's. The Angels.
Well, guess who they're playing? They're playing the A's. If they're playing the Yankees.
Hey, what do you want me to do? You said
they're beating
their last 12. They played
the same thing you told. The same thing.
They played the worst teams in baseball.
They're beating them all.
Listen, I'm telling you.
They beat bad teams.
Great.
That's it.
Saying, winning 8-6 yesterday wasn't like an 8-2 game
they
where
they were up 8. They were up fucking 8.
All right, I'm just apprehensive on Seattle altogether.
I will give you. Their A's are plus 160. I'll give you plus 300 if you want.
Especially when they were up 4-0 yesterday.
I'll give you a plus 350 if you want.
We thought they were going to cruise, and then it was like.
Hey, cruise! Shut up, stupid. What about the Giants, White Sox? I'm not touching the Giants right now. They're on a little 10. They're not on 10-day probation with me. They are on weekend probation. I'm probably going to give them a 5 to 6 days because Gabe Kapler's just driving me nuts. Rackets.
I can't bet that team, dude. I said the other day can't bet them.
You can't bet pitching props on that team. You can't bet any
hitting props
whatsoever because the
Kapler's
players come out in the 4th or 5th inning a lot of the time. Their pitchers come out after like 70 or 80 pitches when you need another K. It's ridiculous.
It's insane. Rodon comes out at 86 pitches, and then it ends up losing them the game. So you can't even bet them for the game right now.
Yep, they go up 3-0, and then the next thing you know,
they take the pitcher out. They put someone else in. They take Brandon Belt out. They take this guy out. Then those guys come up in extra innings, and you got a backup. And fucking Kapler's a fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's an idiot.
No, for me.
All right, Rackets. Anything else here before we let you go and bring in Con Man?
One more thing about tennis. Jabeur for the future is down to plus 390. So I hope you guys took that the first time I said it when it was still plus 550. The subs have 900 on that. She looks real good, dude. Jabeur looks real good.
Jakari's out. She's had some big people fall too. Like she's got a pretty clean walk, right?
And she's on the other side of Swiatek, so you don't even have to worry about Iga until the final at the very worst, and you can just hedge right out of that. And Udvardy. But the plus 450 or 550 from the other day, she should have won that fucking match in the second set. She should have won it in the third set. She had 3 different match points. I told everybody to hedge at plus 350. I said, you guys got to hedge this out. Just you're going to make profit either way, but she should have won that match, man. That was the right call, and just sucks we didn't get that one.
Out on here, it was plus 550. She moved to almost minus 200 at one point, minus 190. She had the match won. It was a fantastic call. You even told them to hedge on the show. So anytime you get a plus 550 where you can get out, break even, or win 4 times your money, that's a banger. I watched that whole match, dude, and it got stopped and then restarted the next day. She literally, I'm not just saying this because you're here, I said it in the chat, I've never seen a player dominate 3 straight sets and lose 2 out of 3 of them. Like she dominated start to finish all of them and somehow lost. It made made no sense. But all right, Joey Rackets, we will see you in the Discord.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tommy G. See you later.
All right,
later.
Good job, bro. Mikey. The con man has entered the building, looking tan, looking doit, hair looking good, looking sharp, and you have a monster MMA card this weekend. I hear Bill Rupp. I hear that the con man is actually going to be drifting his way up the street to Tommy G's casa. Will you be joining us, Bill Rupp?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I thought that if Tommy gets the place fumigated, I'll definitely be there.
I will clear the semen.
But I have a question first. Why is Joey Rackets flying a helicopter?
He's very talented, and he's really rich. He doesn't drive. He just flies helicopters.
That's amazing. I logged in and I saw him flying a helicopter with those
dropping pizza boxes from the air.
Delivers pizza from the air.
Whatever he's doing, he's flying a helicopter like Murdoch in the 80s.
Good.
Mike, huge fucking card this weekend. Hopefully we don't have fights go to the judges. If you want to take a minute and say what's been going on Twitter here about the judges in the UFC, it's been fucking. We need some knockouts, bro.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I have a very special bet today, and it involves that. But I do have to start by saying I've been involved in MMA for as long as anyone here knows somebody, pretty much. This is the worst I have ever seen it in the history of over 15 to 20 years that I've been involved with judges. It's worse than ever. I don't understand why the commissions aren't getting involved. You hear people say like Dana White should do this and blah, blah, blah. What you have to realize is that every state that these fights are in, it's a commission that oversees it, and it's not the UFC. So, for instance, in Las Vegas here, it's the Las Vegas Athletic Control Board. Their commission assigns the referees and the judges. And what I'm shocked about is there's not more measurement and rating and removing the ones that get it wrong, and why there's not more oversight and having a committee that has independent judges that didn't work that night, scoring and then grading the judges who do work, because it's the same cast of characters every friggin' fight card. And it's to the point where it's robbing these fighters who, when they win, they get double their purse. It's robbing them of monster opportunities. I mean, it's huge, and it's worse than ever. So I had to start with that rant, and it's disgusting.
And it is. And the thing about it that they, I guess, don't care about, it's not even understand. It's not like other sports where, like, ref blows a call, you lose a game, you keep it moving. One loss derails 3 years of your career. I mean, like, if you're moving up the fucking line and you get a bad loss that you should have won, and then you go back, you got to go a whole year and a half to get back up to where you were. And these guys train too hard to have a judge take it from them, man. It's
horrible.
It's sad to see. It's not even angry from a betting perspective. It's just, it makes you sad. It makes you feel bad for them.
Well, speaking from a betting perspective, when you clearly pick the winner of the fight and then you lose, like, there was no question in my mind. Like, even the first fight of the week last week, which turned out to be the biggest discrepancy that everyone's talking about, all over the internet, was Jinyu Fry against Vanessa Demopoulos. Like, Fry, 30-27. There's no way that she didn't win in rounds 1 and 2, thus making it a simple 29-28. She dropped the third round. And they read the scores, and they had one judge scored it 30-27 for Demopoulos. I mean, like, it's worse than I've ever seen it. So it makes some of these fights now that if you don't think a finish is going to happen, they make them unbettable. There's several fights that I like this weekend. We're in for a treat. Tomorrow's a 12-fight card. It's the 4-fight undercard after the prelims are on ABC, a huge platform. Then there's a pay-per-view, 2 title fights, top to bottom. The card's loaded, and I love it up and down. And then I have a special bet today, so I'm excited to get into that.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it in a second. Let me just go to Bill here for a second. Bill, we've actually been doing well. And Mike, I know you were in there last week and talking about it. There's a lot of opportunities, guys, in UFC. Like, you guys got to get on board, sign up. Like we said, you're getting a month for free. I already see the people joining on board, so I know a lot of you are coming on now. But get in here and be in the chat or the Discord live when we're in there tomorrow. They're leaving lines up, Mikey. Me and Bill did it a couple times last week where you're like, oh, that should be a 30-27. And they're leaving a plus 1,500 sitting out there with 2 minutes left. Me and Bill have just been going in and popping a couple bucks on every plus, right, Bill? Every plus 1,500 that's sitting out there. We're just winning 1 out of 5. 1 out of 4.
And how about this? We talked earlier about the Jinyu Free fight. So when that round was over and it was going to the cards, they leave the line. Like Tommy said, she was minus 700.
Yeah.
Like, nobody in the world thought that the other girl won the fight, let alone 30-27. So, yeah, they're hanging crazy lines. I mean, even the main event going into the last round, I believe Sarukian, who I think was also robbed, and most people scored it 4-1 for him, who the judges gave it the other way, was minus like 700 plus, after
it was like 350 the other way. And I was
crazy.
Tommy, I
We hit
said, listen, I thought he had won. So, I mean, I don't know. But I just thought he was a bet. That was because the way he was just holding him the whole time, I just thought he had a better fight. I'm like, how's
If
this guy
it's
plus
even-
350? How's he plus 350 right now?
If it's even remotely questionable, take the plus 400 before the fight's
Yeah.
over. If there's even if there's not a doubt, but if there's the
But
slightest
even at
bit of
this
doubt,
case, even if you think there's no doubt, it doesn't make sense because I honestly thought. I mean, I almost fell over. Like the Jin Fry fight ended, I got out of my chair. I don't know what I was doing, getting a smoke or a drink, and I'm just
probably
waiting for him
snacks.
to ring the fucking.
I would bet
read
snacks.
the scorecards and move on to the next fight. And I hear, blah 29-28 Fry, 29-28 Dimopoulos. I was like, what? And then I hear 30-27, and I'm like, wow, they gave her the last round. Like our girl, like, wow, I thought she lost the last round, and they're like Dimopoulos, and I legitimately almost fell over. I couldn't even believe my ears. Horrific.
Anyway,
So this
we got
week,
our venting
we
in.
have a lot of inside the distance props. We have a lot of fights. I mean, this card is amped, top to bottom. It's International Fight Week, and that's a big deal in the UFC. So International Fight Week is a 5-day occurrence where it's a fan fest. Everything top to bottom. UFC Hall of Fame inductions last night. Khabib and Daniel Cormier get inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. It's like the Oscars or the Emmys of the UFC, big pageantry. It's a big deal. The fight tomorrow, like I said, on ABC, huge deal. 4th of July weekend, always a big card. Very, very excited. Have a lot of bets. And I saw you drop the graphic earlier, but if you're not yet signed up, now is the time with all these specialty sports like Tommy mentioned, UFC, NASCAR, everything, tennis. This is what we specialize in.
We also have Mike the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Let's go.
I love it.
Monday. Can't wait to bet on
We bet that shit.
Hoffman and I
almost broke my heart when Chestnut lost that one year. Remember to the kamikaze guy?
We will be betting that Monday. So
You guys made we made a good chunk of money on that last year betting it.
Yeah.
I like the totals. You talking about like the totals?
Oh, we bet everything. We bet the lemonade. We bet everything. Yeah.
Lemonade. Yep. Yeah. It's awesome.
No.
Well, I have
Listen,
a
if
special
you can
treat.
bet on it, we're betting on it.
I have a special treat here, and I can't contain it anymore.
Uh-huh.
I have a fight that I love so much that I'm gonna make it my second ever 10-star bet. So we're 1-0 in the history. I don't really release these types of bets, but I'm so focused on this, and there's so many indicators that I know anything can happen in a fight, right? But I just can't see how this fight will make it to the judges' scorecards. So it is a fight to end inside the distance. So let's start with that. That's fucking good. Because now we don't have to rely on the judges. Now, either fighter can finish each other, and I'm going to really talk it through here because I'm going to give one pick here and one pick only. And this is going to be it. My 10-star.
The rest you can get at 4deepbets.com.
Well, we have a lot of bets tomorrow. This card is great, and there's so many specialty bets. And I don't want to do the thing like go sign up and put it behind the paywall and say you'll only get my 10-star.
Give me a 10-unit one.
Giving it to you right here, and then go fucking sign up and get the rest. But there's so many factors here, and it's a fighter that I have the most familiarity with in my career, and it's the Jim Miller fight against Cowboy Cerrone. So I cornered Jim Miller for over 25 fights, over 16 in the UFC, and I know the person, and I know the skill set, and obviously I followed Cowboy. This fight has so many factors going for it. Number one, the winner of this fight will have the most career wins in the UFC history. They're tied. The fight's going to be on ABC. The fight is going to be at 170 pounds. So this is the first time ever in Jim Miller's career that he's ever going to fight at 170 pounds. So that's both good and bad. It's going to be good because he's going to be fresh and bigger and stronger, and his power has been translating over the last couple of fights, and he's had 2 knockouts. The bad to that is he's going to be carrying more weight on his frame, and he traditionally gasses later in the fights, and carrying so much weight, that also leads in our favor. On the other side, we have Cowboy Cerrone, who hasn't won a fight since 2019, and he's been finished in most of them. And he just cut weight 2 weeks in a row, basically, to fight Joe Lozon, where the fight fell off. And that was down at 155. So here's somebody at the end of their career who's having a hard time cutting weight, and he had to do it in back-to-back time.
I'm dying to see what your bet is on this, because
I gave it already. But I said inside the distance, fight inside the distance.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought you were taking a fighter.
But we're getting into it, and there's going to be more derivatives. But more so importantly, when Jim Miller was scheduled to fight Bobby Green on this card and Bobby Green fell off, Dana White personally called Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who was at his lake with a burger on the grill and a 6-pack deep, and said, Dana, look, you know me, I don't say no. He goes, but I got beer belly right now. It has to be at 170. So Cowboy personally called up Jim Miller and said, yo, let's do this. And mind you, it's a rematch. They already fought in Atlantic City, and Cowboy knocked Jimmy out with a head kick. That was when Cowboy was on the way up. Jimmy was at that point flattening out. And now Jimmy's had a career resurgence, and Cowboy looks worse than ever. Now, more also pointing towards the inside the distance prop, both of these guys are finishers. There's not going to be a lull in the action where you have a grappling exchange where one guy gets on top and stalls and looks to win this. Both of these guys attack on the feet. They both attack in the clinch, and they both attack on the ground. So it'll be scrambles and mayhem and violence for as long as this fight lasts. Now, Jimmy Miller is a minus 200 plus favorite here. That scares me to lay that much on Jimmy, having said that Cowboy beat him. They're both going to be at 170. And in my opinion, Cowboy's a better technical kickboxer, the old version of Cowboy that I know. But Jimmy's kickboxing recently has been through the roof excellent, coming off 2 knockouts. So he's pissed. He lost to Cowboy, and I know the competitor that he is. So he's going to come in here and either, kill Cowboy or go out on a shield. And it's on ABC for all the wins, fight week. Put it all together, and it gives you my second ever in the history of 4 Deep Bets, 10-star bet, this fight to end inside the distance. Right now, I just bet it on MGM. MGM and Caesars have the best line at minus 200. I don't mind if you bet this straight and just put whatever you want on it and you win half of whatever your risk. That's fine. I didn't even want to fuck around and play not to start the third in case something happens. I have no idea. But I just don't think that this fight will see the judges' scorecards. So I'd rather lay a little more juice. It's a 10-star bet, the second one ever. Inside the distance, Jim Miller, Cowboys Cerrone.
Okay, so
on my hill with conviction.
Me and you got a show to do tomorrow, which we'll be doing for the UFC. So I don't want to give too much of the card away, but one last question before you go. Should we be pairing Izzy Adesanya in all our parlays here? Is there a way you lose?
Listen, I love Izzy, right? Cannonier is 38 years old. I think this fight is tailor-made for Izzy, where he can style on Cannonier. Cannonier is one-way traffic. He's got power, on the feet. He doesn't have a wrestling base. It's going to be a kickboxing match. That's what Izzy's good at. You saw him fight a big, strong, powerful Paulo Costa, Yoel Romero. So he's already dealt with that big size and strength guy. Cannonier does have very good power, but Izzy in a stand-up only battle in a main event on fight week, I think the opponent's tailor-made for him. But I'm skittish right now. I'm betting anything that I don't think is going to finish. Izzy does have finishing upside here. So I do lean Izzy.
Okay, so what I was going to say, because then you could pile Izzy in with that under if anyone wants to get the juice down and get it down.
Oh, you got Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I
tell you the best one.
Loaded. Volkanovski, Holloway 3. Max looks great. I don't even know what to make it of. You got Jalen Turner, finisher, Gabriel Green, Ian Gary. This is great. Uriah Hall, Andre Muniz. That's a side I love, Tommy. Andre Muniz.
A fantastic card. Today. Yeah. A fantastic card. And Bill, you just text me. We were just talking about it. You got a play we could put to get the juice out on things for tonight for PFL. The chat just asked.
Oh,
PFL.
If it's not Kayla Harrison, don't bet.
No, it is Kayla Harrison. It is.
But I am so done betting anything other than UFC. I'm sorry. Don't ever ask me again.
We're not. That's why I went to Bill.
Bellator, PFL. Fucking 3 or 4 1,000 favorites.
I mean, listen, you got to play the dogs.
It's such a fucked up mismatches everywhere. And Tommy, how long have I been telling you? It's so fucked up, those organizations.
I mean, listen, I
with the UFC, with these judges, but we're taking a fight that will not see the judges' scorecards tomorrow.
Right. No, well, what I'm saying, Bill, go to the Kayla Harrison thing.
Yeah, Kayla Harrison today. I think it's a great line for her to win by KO, TKO, DQ or decision, minus 225.
Hey, listen, you felt the same way as did everybody in America about Cyborg against fucking Arlene Blockhouse, who's like a housewife from Hawaii.
Cyborg.
And she went 5 rounds.
Yeah,
I love Kayla Harrison. I think Kayla Harrison is very, very good, very, very dangerous. It's just that, again, I I mean, you know, when you get to be the level of Kayla Harrison, you're that good. Sometimes you want to fix other areas too, right? So what if she comes in and just wants to work on her stand-up?
You did that last month. Last fight.
That fucks me up a little bit, but I do love Kayla. I think she's obviously one.
Well, she's minus 3,500 to win.
It's the Tommy G system, if nothing else.
You're getting her on decision here, also.
What about the submission? What's with the submission?
What do you mean you're getting her by decision? That's impossible.
You're not getting a submission. You're getting a decision. So
what is it with submission?
With submission, it is minus 500. So
all right, I'm gonna do that one. Fuck that. You can do.
I like either of them. If, like Mike said, if she wants to work on some other things. You know,
she's finishing this girl. I'm laying the 500 with Izzy, so I'm going to be doing it. You can take the decision, bro, if you like it.
How do you get the decision too? What's eliminated? What am I missing here?
Well, it's a double chance. You would take the submission.
God, she's all right. Listen, I take back everything I said. I didn't even click the girl's name yet, but she's 12-12. That means she lost to 12 other girls on this planet, and Caitlin Harrison is the alpha fucking Kayla, rather the best. I mean, the striking Viking at 36 years old, a 500 record from Pines, Minnesota. I do not think she's going to come in and beat Kayla Harrison. She has been finished 6 times, this girl, 3 of each. Kayla Harrison has been finishing lately. This girl lost to Julia Budd, off 2 losses. Sandy, yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can't bet that then if you're getting that much of a discount.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you missing though? Because you said by decision too.
No, he took the submission out. I'm leaving a submission in. I don't want the.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that out because Kayla has 5 submission
submitted people, and if she pounds someone to the ground.
What's the inside the distance line on that?
That's probably
got to be like 500-600.
Probably the same as Kayla by inside the distance. Yeah.
Maybe Kayla in rounds 1 or 2 or something. You might be the better bet.
Yeah,
I wouldn't eliminate anything inside the distance that keeps the decision because look, I just laid it out, and this is going to be 5 rounds. If this girl can last 5 rounds locked in the cage with Kayla Harrison, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm slamming that. All right, Mikey, we will see you tomorrow. We'll be doing a show together.
Bill Rupp, you better show up. Come on, come hang out tomorrow.
I mean, you're going to be at my house.
We're gonna have fun.
Bill will hobble his way over here. He'll find his way over.
We'll be voice chatting, drinking, eating, you know.
He'll be drinking his nooners.
It'll be a good time. Betting.
Coming off a Stranger Things high. All right, we got to get out of here. We're running late.
All right, stay cashing. Goodbye.
Right, later, bro. So, Bill.
Yes.
Did you decide if you're doing the decision or not, or if you're leaving it off?
I'm going to do both.
Yeah? I don't hate both. Just trying to figure out here. What's Izzy? I can't. FanDuel doesn't have it, of course. I mean, it's just the worst company. Just the worst fucking group of fucking idiots. I'm going to go Sugar. Bill, what is this? O'Malley, Adesanya, and Kayla double chance. It's got to be like even money. Sonia, O'Malley, Kayla Harrison. Are you looking at it? Are you looking it up?
Oh, no, I was talking to Zeke's mom.
I asked him. He gets quiet. Are you looking it up, Bill? No, I'm talking.
Oh, there was a bad line on MyBookie yesterday, and I just got the info.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, it's important. I'm trying to find a fucking line here.
I'm trying to help everybody out.
Give me a line on it.
Tommy, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know because you weren't listening.
Yankees, Houston. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Yankees, Houston. That's what I'm talking about. Adesanya, Kayla, and Sugar.
I mean, if you honestly think I'm gonna look all of those up, you're out of your.
You know what I'm just gonna do? I'm just gonna go on here and take another minus 500, because that's what it is. All right, minus 115, Evan. That's what it is. Minus 115. I'll just pick a different one.
I'm gonna look them up.
I mean, have you ever seen a more useless person, Ev? What a sack of shit he is, huh?
All right, come on, let's end this. It's going late.
I'm trying.
All
right, Bill.
Final words.
Final words.
Just let's end this shit. I'm tired.
Oh my God, you're the worst human. Do we have a raffle? E, why do I see I?
No, we're not. We're not doing a raffle.
We didn't even get to 100. You get no raffle.
You guys are pathetic.
Collect on Monday.
Yeah, you're pathetic. Yeah, no, you don't get no raffle. Fuck you.
Collect on Monday.
Collect on Monday. We collect every day this week.
Listen, a raffle, bro. We just fucking you just gave them the whole month.
No, they didn't get 100. Can't even get to 100 likes. No raffle.
For free. What the fuck?
Give you a month for free. You fucking get on board. Jesus Christ! You get from now till football season. It's worth it just to sit and listen to us bullshit in the fucking voice chats. Get on over. August free right now. We never do this. July, get August free. Less than $2 a day. Go fucking borrow money from your girlfriend and steal it from your mom. 4deepbets.com, promo code July 4. Evan, final words.
I'm going to piss myself, so.
All right, go piss yourself. For Bill Rupp, Evan Hand, Mike Constantino, and Joey Rackets, I am Tommy G. 4deepbets.com, promo code July 4. August free, all month for free. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!